On this episode of DockSide TV, it's going to be somewhat of a sequel to what we talked about last week with the west winds. This week we got east winds, so we're going to stay in the flooded marshes off the intercoastal and fish some of the grassy ponds. Stay tuned for this episode of DockSide TV. As we discussed on the episode on DockSide TV last week, when we were fishing west winds and low water, now we have east winds and higher water. So what we like to do is get into the interior, deep into the marsh. On this particular episode, we were fishing near the Chalmette area, deep in the marsh. We were looking for heavy vegetation, thick grass. That's what filters the water out to be clean. And when we find this, we typically find a lot of bait, mullets, crabs, things that redfish like to eat. You'll see alligator gar all the time in this ecosystem, and that's just the things you want to be looking for, is that heavy vegetation, higher water, float skinny, getting to the skinny parts of the marsh. We'll be right back. On this episode, we launched out of South Shore Bait Marina. Now, we fish strictly Vortex shad and matrix shad on 1/4 ounce and 5/16 ounce goldeneye jig heads. But if you do launch out of South Shore, they always have good quality live shrimp and a nice back down launch. And we started making our way down through the shelf down the intercoastal. When we got into the ponds, we started seeing redfish right off the bat. You're going to catch some, you're going to miss some, but don't think you're going to catch every floating redfish you see. A good batting average is 1 out of 3. If you go and 50%, that's excellent. Some days we go 10%. We might see 50, 60 fish all day and only catch 8 or 10 of them. But when you do come across floating fish and you pitch at one, sometimes you're going to be behind the fish, sometimes you're going to be too far in front of it. When you know that cast isn't there and you're not getting the redfish's attention, you want to reel in as fast as you can. Keep making the pitch, keep making the pitch. Typically, they'll eventually eat it. And when they do, and you stick one, like you're going to see in this next clip right here, 6 out of 10 times there's another redfish with him. So when you stick one or your partner does, make sure you're on the lookout to catch that other one, as we doubled up in this clip right here. I hope you enjoyed this episode of DockSide TV. Catch a big, beautiful reds right here off the chef using the Vortex shad on GoldenEye jig heads, 1/4 ounce and 5/16 ounce. For all the other episodes of DockSide TV, catching big reds to big trout to everything in between, go to www.matrixshad.com and subscribe to our DockSide TV YouTube channel. Until next time, good fishing.
Leave your worries at the dock and come enjoy the water. It's Ito time, peace of mind. If your boat won't go, don't you worry, cause you know it's Ito time, peace of mind. To the rescue, Ito time. To the rescue, Ito time. Ito.com.